Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radhe, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna. Can you hear the music? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah. Hare Krishna, let me know. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Bo, Hare Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. So what's happening? I don't have any, let's see, let's try this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I don't see any comments except Janaki's good morning. Hare Radhe, 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 Radhe. Hare Krishna. Everything is good. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good for that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, if some other devotees can comment, let me know if something weird's going on here. I only got 3 people, and I think there's more, or maybe people are just not getting the message. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please comment so I can see what's going on here. I don't know if this is working properly or not. So everybody please comment. Put likes and comments so it works. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maybe advertise it too to some other devotees. Maybe mine's not working, my advertising. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You hear the music? Say you hear the music. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jesus, Prabhupada. 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 You hear the music there, River? Jesus, Prabhupada. Jesus, Prabhupada. Jesus, Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gaurachandra, 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 Gaurachandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Krishna, 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 Krishna. If anybody wants to come on, you can. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Gauranga, Krishna. Gauranga, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Govinda, 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 Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga. Chapter 29, Canto 10. Krishna meets the gopis for the rasa dance. Yeah, stop it, Karuna. Stop, don't spoil my party here, our party. Sri Bhadrani said, Sri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, full in all opulences. Yet upon seeing those autumn nights with blossoming jasmine flowers, he turned his mind towards loving affairs. To fulfill his purposes, he employed his internal potency. The moon then rose, anointing the face of the eastern horizon with the reddish hue of his comforting rays, and thus dispelling the pain of all who watched him rise. The moon was like a beloved husband who returns after a long absence and adorns the face of his beloved wife with kumkum. Lord Krishna saw the unbroken disk of the full moon, glowing with the red effulgence of newly applied vermilion, as if it were the face of the goddess of fortune. He also saw the Kumuda lotuses opening in response to the moon's presence, and the forest gently illumined by its rays. Thus the Lord began to play sweetly on his flute, attracting the minds of the beautiful-eyed gopis. See, attracting the minds of the beautiful-eyed gopis. The Lord plays sweetly on his flute. See, that's the devotee. See, and the gopis are those who are the family members. See, and they hear that flute. See, they hear that song coming from the devotee, and they become attracted. See, they come. That's how the gathering comes. That's how the gathering's coming here now too. People who are destined for that internal potency. They'll hear the call of the internal potency. Yeah. One devotee yesterday, I won't mention any names, but just please explain my relationship to my boyfriend, with you. See? Because it's hard. People mix that up. They don't understand that for the Lord to have his desires fulfilled, his desires are spiritual. The devotee's desires are spiritual also. They're real desires, not bodily. The bodily desires are bodily desires. If you have a body, you're going to have them. But they're like chunk change, insignificant. It's those spiritual desires in the spiritual body that are important, most important. See, that's what we do here. We activate the spiritual body, employ the spiritual potency. See, so you can enjoy and relish the loving affairs of Krishna. Oh, after he does, or simultaneously with him. See, because the enjoyment of Krishna becomes the enjoyment of his devotee, if that's what you want. Because that's what it's about here. And that's what the witness program is. People say, hey man, this is very good, man. This is, boy, I thought all I can do is enjoy a nice tofu burger or whatever else. But this is like amazing. This is really fun, man. This is real entertainment, man. This is really attractive, man. I think I could do this forever. Now, how would you like to have some kind of activity like that? Well, you came to the right place, everybody. I think you influencers out there, you big gurus out there, you could use some of this. How about you influencers in politics? How about you, Klaus Schwab? How about you guys out there who get the attention of the world, the masses? How would you like some of this? How would you like to learn what the internal potency is and how glorious it is? Ask my students, they know. I dumped my boyfriend for Krishna. Stay focused, think positive. What, are you still into positive stuff? We're so far beyond the positive and negative of dualities of the world, man. This is the internal potency of God that we're, discovering and learning about, glorifying, attuning to that frequency there, Kevin. Let yourself be raised above positive, thinking positive. What glory is in thinking positive? I like to think transcendentally. Right there, River? Isn't it better to think transcendentally, man? You get everything. That's the kingdom of God, is thinking transcendentally, feeling transcendentally. Then everything else comes with it. Automatically, you have a positive attitude, right? Isn't that? Automatically, you're positive. But if you try to be positive, you don't get the transcendental that way. No, you got to be transcendental first, and then you get the positive. You get everything. If Krishna is the biggest material negative, shit and pain is awesome. Yeah. She's getting very esoteric that I can't even understand what she's talking about. She's going deep now. So when the young women of Vrindavan heard Krishna's flute song, which arouses romantic feelings, See, romantic, again, people think bodily romantic. No, romantic. Romantic intimacy, You just you want to commune with that beautiful Krishna, man. You don't exactly know who or what he is, but it's so otherworldly, so different, so uncommon, and gives such great happiness beyond this world. You want intimacy, you want union with the Lord. How are you going to get that on your own? Can you imagine people trying to do fasting to get that? The hard way, man. You'll probably never get it that way. Regulative devotional service, they're trying to get it that? No, that's just the beginning. Prabhupada just threw you, just a little carrot to get you going. Yeah, you could do that that's why Narayan Maharaj said many, many lifetimes before you're going to get this prema that we're giving out for free, by the way. Just come here. We'll attune your vibration. We'll do an attunement here. You got to pay a fortune to get a Reiki attunement. Come here. We'll give you a Bhakti attunement. Attunement to the transcendental internal potency of God. I met a Bitcoiner yesterday. Speaking of Bitcoin, Bitcoiner yesterday, because we could do some we do some trades, with certain things. There's another good point about that. I don't need banks anymore. I just do a trade with people here, and I'm off of practically all my banks. PayPal's gone, and my other bank is gone. 2 other banks gone. I'm the bank now. I like that much better, man. Be the bank, man. That's the way to go. So I met this Bitcoiner, and he was telling me, there's somebody down in Tulum that does attunements. They tune you to a vibration, and all your negativity goes, and all that goes, and everything. He's traveling all over the world, doing these attunements. I said, I bet they cost a fortune too. He said, in Tulum, this is Tulum, Mexico. It's the people all over the world go there. They fly over there. Can you imagine? They fly over there for attunement from all over the world, and they pay big dollars, man, big money to get an attunement. And their attunement can't be half as good as this. This is the ultimate attunement that takes away everything, positivity and negativity, and gives you a transcendental mind and transcendental consciousness that deepens forever. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm sitting there chanting. I'm just, looking at the name, hearing the name, putting my attention on the name, and I've never been so happy in my life. And my God, this just gets easier and better all the time. And it's never stopping. More interest, more entertainment every day. If I want some entertainment, I really don't have to I only use the movies now for preaching purposes and find out what the demons are doing. How they're exterminating us. It's kind of interesting how they're exterminating us in this way, that way, all these creative ways. But for real entertainment, we come in Satsanga here every day, right? Yeah. We got a nice place. Every day I change my environment, I live in cyberspace. I like it, cyberspace, man. I got every day I can have I have the richest decor of any house I want every day. Not even these billionaires have houses that I live in every day here, as you can see. I'm very happy in this house, for a time, and then I get a little bored. I'll just, move it back into the bus, back into another bus, school bus with nice decor, the best. Yeah, see, happy like that, They're not happy. They got to own all that stuff, man. All that trouble. They got to own the big house, and they got to maintain the damn thing. And protect it from people want to see it. I just put up a picture and live in a little simple place that you can't see, and then just put a picture of these beautiful places up. Now, isn't that a better way to go? See, I'm not attached to have to own those things. I don't have to own this thing you see in the background. I just put it up for a time and change it. He changed environment. Narada Muni, it's Narada Muni style. That's what he does. He changes his environment anytime. Just goes here and there, changes the environment every 3 or 4 days. You know, he's got a curse. He can't stay anywhere more than 5 days. Or 5 minutes, I'm not sure. I forgot. Do you sleep on a picture of the bird? No, I just got a simple place. Very bland. Yeah. Very bland. Here, I'll give you a quick peek. Only quick, though. Just a quick peek of the bland place. There it is. Very boring. So therefore, we need some. Let's change the decor again a little bit here. Let's try this one here. There we go. How do you like that? It's kind of nice. Hey, Prahlad, welcome, man. Thanks for coming live. So, some of the gopis were milking cows. Wait. When the young women of Vrindavan heard Krishna's flute song, which arouses romantic feelings, their minds were captivated by the Lord. See, that's the thing. You come here, the whole thing is to get your mind captivated by the transcendental potency of the Lord. You know, his name is a transcendental potency. You come here, we'll attune you, we'll give you an bhakti attunement to that name, which is the highest name in this all of the universes. There is no name higher than that. You know how they say that with Jesus? There is no name higher than the name of Jesus. Well, there's no name higher than the name of Jesus and Krishna and Prabhupada and all devotees in the eyes of the true Lord. This is conclusive. This is the most conclusive thing you've ever heard in your life. I never even heard it. Yes, because it's always new things coming here. There's no other name higher than the Lord and the Lord's devotees. The Lord considers the name of his devotees even higher than himself. Conclusive statements of the Vedas. He considers the association of devotees more valuable than himself. Well, actually it is himself. The devotees who has really gotten the mercy, they're surrendered to the Lord, and the Lord uses them, gives them the real knowledge, gives them the real understanding, right? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Well, why is that happening? Because they worship the Lord with loving, ecstatic love. That means surrender. They surrender to the Lord's ecstasy and surrender to the Lord's truths. Therefore, that's what manifests on this planet when you see a real devotee here. And that really captures the attention. If you want attention of the Lord, if you want to see some saving grace in this world, you get a few devotees, like that. And that's what we're doing. And you watch, you guarantee this whole planet will be changed. No, Carl Schwab will go out into the background, man, in his dystopian plan. The Lord says, hey, I must save this planet. There are devotees here. You don't think this planet's going to be saved by the kind of devotion that we're manifesting here? The kind of calling we do, the kind of sadhu sangha we do here? Who's doing this kind of worship? I don't see anybody. I don't see, they all wannabes. They're all children, babies, man. Child's play. Give them a lollipop there, River. Just give them all lollipops. They can go sit on their Vyasa-san with a lollipop in their mouth. That's the way it's. Oh, it's Christmas. Give them a candy cane. Put that in their mouth. I'm so bad. I'm a bad boy, man. River's a bad girl. I'm a bad boy. She's a bitch. I'm a prick. See, some of the gopis were milking cows when they heard Krishna's flute. They stopped milking and went off to meet him. Can you imagine? Oh, look what we have here. Ooh, look what we got. Ooh, Shama-san. Want to give us a report there, Shama-san?
No, Hare Krishna.
Not yet? You want to wait a little bit?
Not a lot of change since yesterday. If I could, I would love to just be only with him, you know, like only listening the readings. I would like to. We cannot hear you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is okay. I would like to listen. Hare Krishna.
Okay, okay, good. So some of them were getting dressed and feeding milk to their infants and rendering personal service to their husbands. But they all gave up these duties and went to meet Krishna. Okay? So Sadhu Sangha becomes that attractive because you realize everything else is insignificant in comparison. So if Krishna is available, and you know, Sadhu Sangha is a good place to meet Krishna. It's like a rendezvous point. See, everything becomes what they call, there's a word for that, not synchronized. There's a word for it, but when you have two or more gathered in the name of truth, there the truth is. Remember Jesus said that? Whoever two or three are gathered in my name, there I shall be. So that's the whole point of having church services, temple services, and sadhu sangha services like this here. Okay? Because it's strongly attractive to the Lord. It enhances it. It's actually a scientific thing. There's a book called Science of the Sacraments. When I went to a church in the early 70s, I was looking, that's actually scientifically proven how everything is done like that. Churches are arranged, you know, to increase the vibrations of the truth. So that's why, you know, the congregational chanting of the holy name. They didn't say just one person chanting. Congregational chanting is really great. Yeah, amplification is one. There's another one. There's another word for that. I forgot what it is. But all the gopis stopped these activities at once, and though their clothes and ornaments were in complete disarray, rushed off with Krishna. And that happens naturally. After a while, you just, you know, like trying to spend time on, you know, how people, they try to dress for success. And this goes all the way into religion and gurus and all of that stuff. They spend a lot of time dressing up because their emphasis is on material, on the physical. See, so, and even you can see the influencers on Facebook Live and not Facebook, yeah, that too, but Facebook things, everything is about the physical. They get everything arranged nicely. You know, they have to have the right background and the backdrop. And, you know, one guy was sitting in a suit. This one guy, you know, he does this thing. He's sitting in a suit and he has a background like this. And you only see the top half of the suit. The rest of the half is he's in pajamas and flip-flops. It's the most funny thing I've ever seen in my life. And he's a Wall Street guy. And then he shows this, somehow or this image shows him looking like he really does. And he looks so stupid. You know, but then when you only see that, you see he's looking very oppressive, you know, white shaved and all that. Because that's what people look at. They look at your form. See? They don't look at the content, what's in the form. Or people have external content, external content for the mind. It's all on the mental, it's all on the mind, it's all about the changing world content. You notice that? And they have to always have new content, just like they always have to have new movies every year. Every year a new movie. No, every week. Every week a new TV set, new movie, new content, because it's always changing and people get bored. This is the nature. Always got to have new. And so when you meditate on that all your life, always new content, because you're bored and you got no alternative. There's nobody out there preaching eternal content. You notice I don't put any emphasis. Well, I do this for fun. I put a little background on there, but I don't make a big deal out of having to have everything right physically. I don't have to look right. Or according to, not look right. I have to look according to what people are going to think. Well, if I want to people please, I want to impress them. Oh yeah, usually they think an authority has a suit and tie, or a dhoti on, or this, or tilak on, right? I can't preach to devotees, Vaishnavas, unless I have tilak on and show that I am a devotee. Oh, I can't. See, you can't just show you're a devotee by speaking truth. We're here to come here when you're ready for truth. You want to see real truth coming from a devotee and not caring so much about the form, the physical material form. That's why I'd rather hear sincere people that they can hear, oh, there's some truth there. That's what I've been looking for, man. That's going to set me free. That's going to give me something solid of substance. Not for those, well, he must be bona fide. Look, he's got a nice dhoti on. Oh, they all the GBC say he's guru and he's my deliverer. He's been declared and voted in as my guru. Oh, I'll vote him in too. Well, when you're done with that mentality and you want the truth to be your guide, I'm here to give you a truth that'll knock your socks off. And you want ecstasy to be the juice of your life and the tool to ascertain the deepest truths in the universe. When you get real serious and you want to be real devotee and find out what real devotion is, not external devotion. Oh, he's a devotee. He's got a dhoti on. Oh, he's got tilak. He's a devotee. Oh, he's Guru Dev. He got the votes of the GBC. Oh, he's got thousands of followers. Yeah, they're all got thousands of followers. Yeah, that's called the world and worldly religion. They always get the masses. Who can take the brunt of truth here that exposes all those people you believe in? The masses believe in externals. Therefore, I just bust that. And if you don't like it, go back and stay. See how much shelter you get from external gurus, external devotees, politicians, the government. See how much protection you get from them. All I can offer people is the truth for protection, ecstasy for protection. I believe in it. Not only to believe it, I know it. It is a fact of life, man. My strength becomes from Satchit Ananda. Ananda and the truth is God. The highest truth. Samam Bonam truth. 10th canto truth. Chaitanya Lila truth. If you're not ready for that, go to the baby gurus out there with the lollipops in their mouth. Give them a candy cane. Give your ex-guru a candy cane this year to put in his mouth on his big Vyasa-san. There you go. What is that? Candy. Yeah, give him a piece of candy. Give him a cookie. He's not the one. Goahari, are you the one? Well, ask them. Why do I have to answer? You ask them. You just think I'm in false ego if I say yes. If I say no, then I'd be falsely humble. If I say yes, I'm in false ego. So you ask those who have come here listening for 5 years. Don't ask me, ask them. We do one better than that. We make you all the one. Hey man, you're all branches, man, sub-branches. We need branches in Germany. We need a branch over there at that yoga studio. We need a branch opened up over there, right? She's opened a branch, man. Got the River Branch in Nottingham. So we rob from the rich and give to the poor over there. We rob from the richest guy, Krishna. We rob his jewels. We steal Radharani. We steal her ecstasy, and then we give it all to the poor people, man. And he likes it. He thinks, this is magnanimity. Yeah, we got 3 branches in Germany already open. We got Satchidananda Das, we got Shamaguri, and we got Shamasundari. Branches opening up all the way. We got a few branches in UK now. We got a few branches in America. Freddie's our celery branch, so he's a branch of celery juice. He gets juiced up on the juice. Some of the gopis, however, could not manage to get out of their houses. Instead, they remained home with eyes closed, meditating on him in pure love. There you go. That's what we do. We can't get over there to the Vrindavan in the spiritual world right now. So we sit here in Sadhu Sangha with eyes closed, chanting his name, meditating on him in great love, right? You come here, we'll teach you how to do that. How would you like to be a gopi meditating on the Lord in separation, in ecstasy of Ananda? If not, go to the gurus with the lollipops in their mouth. Go sit over there. Gohar, you are such an offender of pure devotees. What do you mean? All I do is I expose everything. If they're a real pure devotee, they'll be laughing. If they're not, they hate me. That means that's exposed. I would laugh if somebody said, Gohari's over there sitting on his throne with a lollipop in his mouth. I would think it's funny. Why don't they think it's funny? Or why do their disciples not think it's funny? Well, if you're attached to illusion, that's what happens. You can't see the joke. See, our jokes expose the highest truth distinguished from illusion. For the gopis who could not go see Krishna, intolerable separation from their beloved caused an intense agony that burned away all impious karma. See, so that's the transition phase you experience. See, when you can't see Krishna, it's like that. That's the separation, the intermittent separation at first. Your heart's on fire and it burns away all your negativity, all your impious propensities to do things that are, not so interesting. See, it causes separation and you feel, see, like this, but it burns it away and then there's more union. River knows the drill. I think Shamasundari knows these things too. See, and then the cloud dissipates and then there's Krishna again, union. See, so you see, many devotees are already at that point. You don't have to die to go to Vrindavan to experience that. You have attraction to Krishna now. That qualifies you to go to Vrindavan. So that's why I tell people, don't think of suicides or anything like that, because go as far as you can now while you have the body, because it's all going towards that kind of purification, to the point where we have more breakthrough, where the Lord is more, you just open your mouth, you call him, he's there. Okay? And that just gets deeper and better and more wonderful. And after a while, people start following you around and think, hey man, I want some of that too. You mean I can get some? Yeah. What do you think this preaching is? You know, I've been ordered by Prabhupada to give this away. I've been blessed by Krishna to give this away. I don't want to take it all back. Hey man, while I'm here, I want to, engage in the work I've been given to do. My service to Prabhupada, the disciplic line. Awaken this bhakti. Look at you guys. You're getting all juiced up. You're the part of the witness program. You're going to inspire people to come here to our Sadhu Sangha program so that they can find real shelter in this world, where they can feel like, wow, I really feel the shelter. Wow. Hey, there you go. That's self-realization. You feel the shelter of Krishna because he's our shelter. He's our only shelter, Radha and Krishna, love of God. When you start to be able to feel that, there you go. You know what reality is. People don't know this reality. They don't know this powerful shelter. It's invisible to them. We make it visible. Krishna is inconceivable, unattainable, unknowable, except by his devotees and his devotees' preaching, his devotees' emanation. There's no other way to practically know. That's why you see the wannabe gurus and sannyasis, the best they usually can do is throw a bunch of rules at you. They can't make Krishna manifest in your life, in your heart. Prove me wrong. Let me see. Yeah, let me see some tears. If Krishna's manifesting in your heart, you're going to see some very drunken tears and ecstatic laughter and a very happy person beyond this world. A very intelligent person, very logical person. Although Krishna is a supreme soul, these girls simply thought of him as their male lover and associated with him in that intimate mood. See? Oh, Tom, here you go. Yeah, that's it, man. Intimate relationship with the Lord. That's its style. He becomes your best friend. What do you think, Shamagori? Is he a good friend? I mean, Shamasundari. Is he a good friend? Yeah, pretty good sometimes.
Feels like he's everything.
He's everything. Oh, see, that's Gopi. Gopi, the Lord becomes your everything. And you become his everything too. He's only looking at you, nobody else, huh? How does he do that, man? See, he controls only he can control his girlfriends, and we're all his girlfriends. Isn't that amazing? He's the best, man, Everybody, you're going to where, you're so limited. People are going to limited shelter. They're going to limited energy. You go to Tony Robbins. All you got is Tony Robbins for your energy and your life and all that. That's not much. He's just, you know what he is? I mean, he's a nice, charismatic person. But that's all. He's still under illusion. He still has the symptoms of not knowing deeply a relationship with God, as far as I see. So millions, the masses go to these people. But could you imagine if the masses understood these truths, that Why should I go to a fallen, conditioned soul for shelter, for energy, for life, when I can go to the source? I'm teaching people how you go to the unlimited source. You're going to get unlimited happiness, unlimited shelter, unlimited love, true love that lasts forever, a love that purifies you in a way that your love for any other thing in this world cannot. And you will know the love of the world, even for the perfect, most beautiful person with the greatest personality, it can still contaminating your heart. You will know that. Because there is no pure love like love for God, real God, the true Lord. It's pristine. It's perfect. Matter of fact, Lord Caitanya said, such a love does not exist in this material world. It doesn't. Except when devotees are here, when devotees are expressing that love, when the devotees are demonstrating that love, when devotees are preaching the glories of that love, then you have a chance to get it. Big chance. Otherwise, it's non-existent. I mean, might be here. Some guy might be in the cave with that pure love, but what good does it to you? Never seen it, right? Can you imagine Vaishnavas are still teaching no show, no show, no show. Therefore, there's no show of true love. Therefore, nobody knows what it is. Nobody will get it because it doesn't exist for them. They can't even see that it exists in somebody else. Do you see why the Lord came here to give a very big, wonderful gift? Do you see why we're preaching like this? To give a very wonderful gift, to put on a big show in this world? And I ain't no exaggeration when I say this is the greatest show on the earth, because this is the greatest show of the purest love in this world called Prema Bhakti. Look how powerful it is. Look at the lives it's changing for those who are getting the attunement to this frequency. Even Tesla says, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, you should look in terms of frequency and vibration. And this is the highest one that I've found. This is the most powerful one I've found. So why not just go to the biggest one? He was into renewable energy. We are also. This is the supreme renewable energy. Being renewed every day, refreshed and renewed. You know, so when you refresh your program, it works better. Refresh your computer, it works better. Well, we get a refreshment every day. Where does refreshment, the word, come from? Let's go have some refreshments. I say this every day. Oh, I think I'm going to go to Sadhu Sangha to have some refreshment. Refresh. I get a refresh every day, man. It's transcendental refresh. Man, it makes everything work like a charm. Charming life. See, charming. It's Christmas every day. It's a Hallmark movie it's like a transcendental Hallmark movie. Ever seen these Hallmark movies there, Shama Sundari? You know, very heart-centered, give you a good mode of goodness feeling there, because it's still all about the body, this body and that. They live happily ever after. They never really do. It just looks like that. So it gives you a good feeling for a while. I just watched a Hallmark Christmas show yesterday, I thought, wow, this is really nice. And they're going to live happily ever after, but I know better. As soon as the movie is over, the actors go off stage. Or if they were even married, they go in and get in an argument, probably. It's like I used to think, Shama Sundari and her boyfriend, that's the ideal couple. They never argue. They never argue. I'm sure they just seem so perfect. They never get mad at each other. Never. Can't be. She keeps looking. We got to get his attention a little bit, get him listening. That's the world. It's all a show, but it's not a very good one. It only appears to be a great show, to keep your attention. Or the bad shows, it's a bad show. Some people, we're used to reading newspapers with bad news, right? So that's what they do now. Now we have lots of bad news to keep your attention, man, because there's no good news, and the bad news you keep looking, and it keeps your vibration down. See, that's what another trick of Maya, to keep your vibration down, so it's down below the heart where you feel good, feel great and all that. Push it down below the solar plexus into fear and panic and sex, right? So lots of that. You see, that's what they put everything into the lower chakras. Unbelievable, man, this Maya. See, what does Sadhu Sangha do? What are we doing here? Bringing everything up into the higher chakras. Love, ecstasy, truth. See, truth, mind, God's mind. So people, you have a choice. What do you want? Go listen to the politicians and even the religious leaders if you want to live in the lower chakras, where there's pain, unhappiness, anxiety and fear. Or live in the higher chakra. Come to Sadhu Sangha and live up here in ecstasy and bliss and all that. Yeah. So, hey. So Parikshit Maharaj said, "O sage, the gopis knew Krishna only as their lover, not as the supreme absolute truth. So how could these girls, their minds caught up in the waves of the modes of nature, free themselves from material attachment?" That's a great question. O king, the Supreme Lord is inexhaustible and immeasurable. And he is untouched by the material modes because he is their controller. His personal appearance in this world is meant for bestowing the highest benefit on humanity. This is a wonderful verse, so perfect. Okay? So how can these gopis whose minds may be in the modes of nature, how can they be taken out of that? Well, the Lord comes here as Krishna. Okay, he's disappeared. What do we do now? Oh, Krishna says, I've left my name. My name is better than myself. It's more accessible. There you had to wait for Krishna to appear, but now you can just open your mouth and Krishna can appear. Oh, no, but I chant, I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe. I've been a devotee for 40 years, and I've been chanting and chanting my 16 rounds or my 1 lakh. I don't know. It's so dry. I don't know. I'm questioning if this is God. Well, I have good news. Come here. You become attracted naturally because there are a lot of devotees here that are naturally attracted to Krishna's transcendental form, and they get the result is this ecstatic happiness. They're, the Krishna is raised in them into the heart, and they can partake of this happiness in their minds. See, Krishna appears in this world to lift our energy up into the heart. See, Maya, if people continue to meditate on the governments as your benefactors, or these religious leaders as your benefactors, you're not going to make elevation into this next new age of God, which is this ecstatic worship, the rapture worship. That's the meaning of the rapture. You got to attain rapture. You got to be raptured by God's transcendental presence. Not yet. Soon. You got to be raptured by God's transcendental presence. Yeah, next time, Tom, when I'm preaching like this, don't ask, can I ask a question? Because just sit and wait. Yeah, sit and wait. Yeah. And I'm just to say how it works. Otherwise, I kind of get off because things are streaming down, and just write your question down in your own mind or something, or write it on paper, and then we'll get to it. Kind of breaks the thing, all right, so ask your question now because I got off of what I was saying. Go ahead.
Sorry, it was me. I
Oh, it was
asked
you.
the question. Yeah, because I hear the echo. Okay. So
Oh,
when you talk about Gopi, Guru Maharaj, and when I think about this relationship with God, for example, on the lover platform, or whatever, in whatever mood, it feels like God gives you this eternal pastime, this eternal possibility, to cultivate this love with Him. And these news are amazing, yeah? But then you are talking about Gopi, and Gopi sounds like they have some function, they have some position, like they discover what is going on, and they are Gopi. And we are some souls in this material world, but we can develop this Gopi mood. And my question is, if there are Gopi like forever, there are Gopi in spiritual world with Krishna, and they have their position and function, and this is it, or we are so, I don't know, I'm interested in, we can, for example, become also Gopis when we cultivate and pass the all tests with Krishna, and hold him like forever. And or it's like Gopis is some species, they have the position and they have Krishna exclusive. What with our souls? We are souls and we have also some relationship with Krishna, but we are not Gopis. We can be in their moods,
no,
what is
it's just, yeah, it's no, this is the mind thing, that it's in that causes this separation between Gopi and yourself. No, Gopi is a mood, but you can be it naturally evolves where you have this kind of mood of the Gopi. Your mood becomes the Gopi mood, and it's not this, well, there's me and then there's Gopis, and do we somehow, you're in the mind. This is not, it's just a natural evolvement of your worship. You become a Gopi mood, it's just, you have that, and then you look at the Gopis, you can relate. Oh, yeah, like you become a family member. Not something that there's you, and then someday you'll become just whatever you're feeling. That's kind of a Gopi move already evolving in you. They kind of feel like that, just drunk on Krishna, ecstatic, and all that. Yeah, you're there. Just get out of your mind about it. It causes a separation from the mood. Becomes all. Does that make any sense? Yeah. I answer your question? Yeah. So enjoy the ride. It's all natural. Yeah, being in the frequency. Yeah, they just get caught up. Even Lord Caitanya, when he was worshiping Krishna, he would feel himself as Radha sometimes, or as a Gopi. It's just a natural mood. You just, or Balaram, whatever devotee he was, he just become that mood of worship. All I want to do is have some fun. I got the feeling that I'm not the only one. Yeah, exactly. All right. So persons who are constantly who constantly direct their lust, anger, fear, protective affection, feeling of impersonal oneness, or friendship towards Lord Hari, are sure to become absorbed in thought of him. You should not be so astonished by Krishna, the unborn master of all masters, of mystic power, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After all, it is the Lord who liberates the world. So these moods may naturally develop in you, or may be a part of the way you are with people, with your family members, with people in the world, with friends and all this. And here in Sadhu Sangha, you have an opportunity for that to just naturally be reposed on Krishna or even on Guru. It might be there for Guru and things, but everything gets purified. It comes to the point of being more and more purified, more and more to do with the spiritual body and not the material body. Yeah. Seeing that the girls of Raj had arrived, Lord Krishna, the best of speakers, greeted them with charming words that bewildered their minds. Lord Krishna said, "O most fortunate ladies, welcome. What may I do? What may I do to please you? Is everything well in Vraj? Please tell me the reason for coming here." Hey, River, why don't you read a little bit?
Maharaj, what are you reading? Sorry, I didn't hear.
10th canto, chapter 29,
Okay.
verse number 18.
Chapter 29.
Actually, start with 17.
Okay. The killing of the demons, Keshi. And
No.
oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's no, it was
20.
me, Maharaj.
Okay,
You,
chapter
you
29.
said chapter 17?
29,
Okay, 29.
verse number 17. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. I got to use the bathroom.
Chapter 20. Okay. Did anybody, Maharaj, what verse was you on? Does anybody know?
17.
17. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Seeing that the girls of Raj had arrived, Lord Krishna, the best of speakers, greeted them with charming words that bewildered their minds. Oh Lord Krishna said, "Oh most fortunate ladies, welcome. What may I do to please you? In everything, is everything well in Vraj? Please tell me the reason for your coming here. This night is quite frightening." Excuse me. Frightening. And frightening creatures are lurking about. Return to Vraj, slender wasted girls. This is not a proper place. Our women. Not finding you at home. Your mothers, fathers, sons, brothers, and husbands are certainly searching for you. Don't cause anxiety for your family members.
Okay, go back to verse 17.
Okay. Seeing that the girls of Raj had arrived, Lord Krishna, the best of speakers, greeted them with charming words that bewildered their minds.
Yeah. See that's what's happening here. That's what it's all about here. you're hearing, this here is where Krishna comes. This is where Lord Caitanya is. Sadhu, this Sadhu Sangha here. Of all the world, there's a very exclusive place, and that's this place. There could be another, and then it's the same thing because Krishna's there also. But I think this is one of those rare places because it's rare what's going on here. And you guys are coming. And basically, it's just like Krishna's saying to you, oh, you've come. So many people in the world are not coming. So many people that have come here before, they don't come regularly. So it's like Krishna says, oh, what can I do for you? What do you want? See? The people who come here regularly, they usually want something. Well, I just want to be with you. I just like this intimacy. I like this ecstatic feeling I get being close to you. See? So the Lord reciprocates, and that's what many people get here. See, you come here for that. Maybe you come, maybe you want some liberation. Maybe you're miserable and all that. You come here and you get your distress gone. And then as you associate more in Sadhu Sangha with Krishna and with Lord Caitanya and the devotees like this, gradually you start to get more taste. And then you realize, oh, I want more than liberation. I don't just want to be there. I want to taste this intimacy. See, the others they're not coming, that the gurus and their followers included, they're not looking for this. I mean, aren't we advertised? Many are called, but few are chosen. Right? They're not coming for this, but you are. Therefore, you get what you want. They don't get this. They think, oh no, we don't need this. So we have other things. We have followers. We have a reputation. We like reputation. We got money. Go anywhere. We got distinction. Look, we're distinguished. People think oh, Gurudev, we're so great. But you guys, see, what do you got? All you got is feelings. All you got is this love. What is that to most of the world? They don't care. They don't see its glories. That's the problem. They don't know what is glorious. See, the Lord taught what was glorious by example. We teach what's glorious by example also. We have to. Otherwise, if you don't see that pure love of God is glorious and is the greatest thing of all by somebody demonstrating that and demonstrating its glories and showing how wonderful it is and sharing how wonderful it is, then you don't know. You think something else, oh, it's glorious to be, well, if I'll join Krishna conscious movement so I can become a great devotee. I can be a great guru, or I can follow, I can become a Brahmin. Yeah, I met people like they wanted to be, oh, I'm here because I want to be a Brahmin. I'm going to go to school at Mayapur to become a Brahmin. It was a big thing. I said, is that what you want from Krishna? Yeah, I want to be a Brahmin. I want to worship the deity. I want to be up there with the flame. Really? Is that it? That's what Krishna is all about. Or Varnashram Dharma. I want to go out. I want to be a book distributor. I want to distribute Prabhupada, distribute Prabhupada's books. Why? Well, I want to serve Prabhupada. Why? What's the payment? Well, I never thought that far. Hey, it's all leading to this. That's why you guys get such reciprocation and most of the world doesn't. Most of the world are at home sleeping. In many ways, even with their eyes open, they're sleeping. Because if you don't run towards, Ramananda Roy said, when this kind of devotion, when prema bhakti is available, is so rare. When this prema is available, when this spontaneous love is available, you should immediately drop everything and fly there. But they're not doing it. So they either heard about it, like, am I not yelling it? Am I not showing it? Am I not demonstrating it? Are you not showing it and demonstrating it before the world? They're still not coming. See? So that's just how it is. Not everybody wants it. The ones that Krishna inspires to come, they know in their heart and they'll be here. They just need to hear the call, hear the message. Yeah. There you go. Continue on there, River.
Okay. Lord Krishna said, "O most fortunate ladies, welcome. What may I do to please you? Is everything well in Vraj? Please tell me the reason for your coming here. This night is quite frightening, and frightening creatures are lurking about. Return to Vraj, slender-waisted girls. This is not a proper place for women." Not finding you at home, your mothers, fathers, sons, brothers, and husbands are certainly searching for you. Don't cause anxiety for your family members. Now,
See, it's not a proper place for women to be with him. That's a joke, isn't it? Yeah. And it isn't. Actually, it isn't a proper place for women whose beloved is Maya. See, when your beloved is illusion, is Maya, is something mundane, see, and that's your husband, it's not a proper place for you. It's only a proper place for those who have a spiritual form like Krishna. See? So it was a proper place for them. So he's bewildering their minds by joking with them like this. It's not a proper place for women, you know. You should be home in bed there and sleeping in Maya like everybody else. Like, this is not a proper place for these politicians, right? No, because it's not proper for you to be here. It's only for people who have a spiritual body or want their spiritual body to be activated. It's not a proper place for these gurus and sannyasis out there. It's only a proper place for whoever wants their spiritual body activated and to be nourished. No, their proper place for is with Maya, to get name and fame and distinction. Oh, not for this. This is only for people of activated spiritual bodies. You see Krishna's idea of proper and improper? Many are called, but few are chosen. And the ones chosen, they know it. Yeah, I'm here. I want to come. I want to activate my spiritual body. That looks really cool, how you worship Krishna. I think that's fantastic. You think all these spiritual leaders in religion think that way? They think it's really weird how we worship. Well, I'll be with the weirdos. Thank you very much. You guys can be amongst yourselves. Just chant your dry rounds for all I care. Just go, you know, we'll chant our rounds with lots of butter on it. Yeah, same thing. You there, Kamala Kanta. You know, he got so mad he unfriended me, and then he thought about it, and he asked me for a friend request again.
A lot of
I do that a lot. He probably thought, maybe I shouldn't lose this connection, even though he pisses me off. Yeah, you go eat your ghee, your halava dipped in ghee and all that. And we'll just, you know, and chant your dry rounds there, if you even chant there, Kamala Kanta. And we'll eat our ghee dipped words of Krishna's name. What it's really all about. So, you know, anybody can eat prasadam, that kind of food, right? But who can eat this kind of food? Who can taste the butter in the name, the love in the name, the ecstasy in the name? That's rare. This is what people need to know. This is what you follower, these gurus need to know. That's what the gurus need to know. But if you followers figure it out first, you'll save your guru, because eventually they'll see that you're much more happy than they are, because you found the real path that they're still looking for. So those with ears, may you hear. because I'm telling you right there how it is. If you can't hear properly, well, continue following those leaders of yours until you're frustrated and realize the cheese is not there. We got the cheese. We got Gouda, Swiss, any variety, Danish, German cheese, all kinds of great cheeses here, man, for gourmets. If you're not a gourmet, don't come here. If you want to be a gourmet, hey, come here. We'll make you a gourmet. Everybody. This is equal opportunity. We equitable for everyone. Go ahead there, River. Read on.
Okay. Now you have seen this Vrindavan forest full of flowers and resplendent with the light of the full moon. You have seen the beauty of the trees with their leaves trembling in the gentle breeze coming from the Yamuna. So now, go back to the cowherd village. Don't delay. Chase ladies. Serve your husbands and give milk to your crying babies and calves. On the other hand, perhaps you have come here out of your great love for me, which has taken control of your control of your heart. This is, of course, quite commendable on your part. Since all living entities possess natural affection for me.
See, all living entities possess natural affection for Krishna. How is that so? See, material or spiritual. Remember, I read from Bhagavad Gita yesterday. All things come from me, both spiritual and material. So all living entities, see, hey, wake up, sleeping souls. Can you tell? This is the truth. This is the conclusive, absolute truth, man. All things, material and spiritual, emanate from Krishna. So come and learn about his spiritual aspect, which is stronger, more wonderful, more pure, gets you out of the cycle of birth and death, old age and disease. Man, no more of that, but you got to learn about it. You got to be around experienced devotees, not wannabes, not persons that are not really qualified with worshiping the ecstatic spiritual form of Krishna with the feelings. Transcendentally awakened feelings, not with those kind of gurus. They're not experienced devotees. They're not spiritual masters yet. They haven't mastered the spirit. See, what do you, spiritual master means spiritual master. Do you know what, they don't even know what the spirit is. I haven't found one guru that I could say knows what spirit is, just like I can't find one new age person that knows what the spirit is. And hardly one Christian who knows what the spirit is, but I find more of them that knows what the spirit is than anywhere else, because there's a lot of this Holy Spirit still going around. See, that's the beginning of knowing what the spirit is. It's holy. Hey man, it's not empty words. His Holiness the Pope, they do the same thing in Vaishnavism. I never liked that in Catholicism. His holy, how holy is this Pope? We're finding out that most of them are pedophiles. This is what we found out in the Krishna movement. These gurus have been pedophiles. What kind of holiness is this? I'm tired. Aren't you tired there, Shama Sundari? Are these people throwing the words around? His holiness, his grace, and there's no grace, no holiness. Nothing but holes in everything. They're still servants of Maya as far as I can see. They don't know what holiness is. They don't know how holiness can show up in their lives. They don't know the method. They don't know the narrow gate that it comes through a real devotee blessed with the anointing of the spirit of holiness. It's time for a change. Maya, you've been in charge too friggin' long, man. It's time for my Lord to take over now. Are you ready to wave the white flag? Are you ready to succeed from your position? My Lord is the success. This is success here, man. All we do is give success. Why is it so hard for people to understand what success is? This is success. This is finishing the work Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Bhaktivinoda started. You'll become a successful Krishna devotee. You know why? Because you'll know what real devotion is. That'll be in you. You'll be a real Krishna conscious person because the love of God is in you, making you conscious of Krishna. Otherwise, you're still not conscious enough. You're just a name, His holiness. You'll be impressed with people who have no holiness as holy. Come on, man. That's an inverted thing. It's still part of the Maya, part of the devil, or whatever you want to call Shiva. He inverts everything for fools. Are you ready to give up that foolishness and find out? Here, it's congruent, man. Holiness is here, man. Grace is here, isn't it? Isn't this Lord Caitanya's grace place? Don't what we say manifest? What we do manifest? The truth is here conclusively? Has anybody got a brain out there in Vaidhi land or what? Everything you say is manifest here. That's the hypocrisy. Oh, I'm going to His holiness over there, and He's not holy. That's hypocrisy. How about come here? I'm coming to His holiness, her holiness. Shama Sundari, her holiness. River. See, it's congruent. They have that love of Krishna, love of God in them. The holiness is there. Okay? This is what it's all about. Solid, man, substantial spiritual life. Real spirit here, my friends. Not just a bare spirit. I'm a new age spirit. Yeah, I believe in the demigods. I believe in astrology. You are a hypocrite. So admit it. And you do, you'll be happy. Yeah, I'm just a hypocrite. I believe astrology is going to save me. I believe recycling is going to save me. I believe being a vegan is going to save me. I say you're a hypocrite. Still. But Gohar, you're a hypocrite. You're not perfect. Yeah, right. I'm not perfect. Therefore, you're a hypocrite. No. God lives in me. That's true. He's awakened in me. Rod is awakened in me. Devotion is awakened in me. That is true. I'm just an insignificant, just a knotted flute, with knots in it. So what? But what's inside is true. Therefore, I can speak what's true because that breath, it's all in the breath. People have bad breath, right? I'm not into bad breath or good breath. I like transcendental breath. Do you have the transcendental breath of God blowing through you, through your flute? Right, Shaman Sundari? You got that? That should be the question. Where is the transcendental breath of God? So we get a breath of fresh air in this material world. All this illusions just being thrown all over the place. I'm sick of it, man. Aren't you sick of it? I'm just sick of it, man. Okay, what was the comment there? Let's see, let's got a private chat here. River says, their Hollywood has many holes. Can I ask something? Yes, Shama-san. Go ahead. We'll put you up. No, that wasn't you. Oh, okay.
That was before Maharaj.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shama was asking.
Yeah. Is anybody getting the point out there, or am I just preaching to the choir?
Straight to the heart. You're a great teacher, Maharaj. With us devotees who have been here and who have stayed here, and listen and have that connection with you. Like Shama's returned, she hasn't been able to come, but she's still got the connection. And it's strong, Maharaj. It's strong. And you said about people come here, they want something. I just wanted to be myself. I just wanted to be real. I didn't know how to be real. I didn't know how to express myself without causing difficulties. Here is giving us all of those things that cause difficulties, because we just be playing in this world, and it's turning around where we're just now playing with Krishna, you know, and we like to please Krishna, and he pleases us. He just pleases us. And these people, they follow the illusion and they like to please, you know, like recycling. If we do all of these things and they add something to it to make you feel good. So we do the recycling and it makes you feel like you've pleased someone. You've pleased the authority, you know, but it's fake authority. And just doing recycling and things like that, it's just temporary. And it only makes you feel good for about a few minutes. So pleasing Krishna, you know, gives you so much more, so much change. And I was talking about how this potency is growing the spiritual body. Receiving this potency is growing the spiritual body more so than ever. And, you know, just a real focus and attention really helps that. And we get that there with such a wonderful master. Such a great example. You've been an example, Maharaj, for us.
Yeah. You know, pleasing Krishna is, it's not like I'm going to please Krishna. You just do what he says. You know, he says, just chant the holy name. And as we're getting purified, you realize Krishna's pleased. Krishna is always pleased. Krishna is pleased. You just especially he's pleased by his own name. He's pleased by the name of his devotees. And you just act for Krishna's pleasure more and more, just spontaneously, because, you know, it pleases Krishna and it pleases you. I mean, that's what my journey is like that, more and more, really acting for the pleasure of Krishna, but not like putting that in the way, like I'm acting for the pleasure. You just do it, you know, and it's spontaneous. You just do it, and the pleasure is there automatically and quickly, you know, more and more. It just becomes part of your nature. We're revamping our nature because we're usually acting for the pleasure of his Maya. See? So that gives you pleasure also, but it's on the bodily level. See, this is on the spirit level, the spirit body. So it's a fantastic process Lord Caitanya left us. Sadhu Sangha and chanting his names in Sadhu Sangha is so important and is really the only feasible way to attain the highest from the lowest persons, you know, like us, you know, we're just getting such an opportunity. So it's a great pleasure, you know. It's, you know, all this preaching and talking about how it's just to get people involved, you know, to get them to experience this vibration and this upliftment, this spontaneous spiritual advancement that, you know, the one good thing is if you've done that Vaidhi process that Prabhupada gave for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years since he left, and then you get this way of advancement, you'll be very happy. I mean, if you got a good taste of this, you realize, wow, this has made it really easy. Now, all that was to get you here. All those things, the rules and regulations that the Pharisees did and their followers did, were to get them to Jesus, ultimately, or a Jesus when the Lord sends one, you know, or one of their followers. Which happened, you know, after Jesus left, many Pharisees went to the followers because the followers got that Holy Spirit Jesus was preaching about, but they didn't believe. But when they saw it in the followers, they started to believe. And then they asked question, how can we also be saved? And then they preached. That's what's happening here. They don't believe in the preaching I've been doing mainly and everything, but they see you've been sticking with it, going through the purification, getting the result of this devotion, this ecstasy, and people will look at you more and more. Wow, look at that. They're doing the Fanny, Shamaguri, and all of you guys. They come into your classes. They come into Shama Sundari's classes. They, you know, wow, you know, they're getting inspired. See, because you're in line, you're a branch, a sub-branch of this. See, you're connected. See, and this is all spirit stuff. This is not material. That's why you got to, you see, you got to get purified to have this ability. You have to be literally used by the Spirit to pass it on. See, and it's pure intention. You don't want to, you're not going to be, that's why you see people got to get purified. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to take this energy and now I'm going to usurp this energy so I can be a big teacher. It's not very, I mean, you can come for a while. Hopefully you get purified, as long as we can tolerate your, stuff for a while, Okay, go ahead, River.
Okay. On the other hand, perhaps you have come here out of your own great love for me, which has taken control of your hearts. This is, of course, quite commendable on your part, since all living entities possess natural affection for me.
Yeah, and so see the natural affection is for usually of the world, and even when you're like you have a devotional heart, but it's been contaminated in the world, you need to get purified, and so that your heart has natural affection for the Lord more so than the world, and that gets less and less, and then your natural affection for the Lord remains pure, because you'll see the difference if you're not already, the difference between love for worldly things and love for the God's spiritual form. Oh, it's between gold and iron difference. See? So you need this experience. You need Sadhu Sangha to get it. Otherwise, you'll stay. Like Freddie says, being nice to Mother Earth is not a bad thing. She is a devotee too. It all depends on what consciousness we act. Being nice, that's all it is nice. That's good. That's good, Freddie. It's just good, but not good enough. If the bewilderment is this, you think it's good enough to get you back to the Spirit. You think that good God is the eternal God, but it's not. The eternal God is one, not. I see this all the time with New Agers, man. It's they. Oh, they're doing this. They, not him, my Lord. See? The one God, not they gods. This they, this stuff. And it's not good enough. If you think it's good enough just to be good in this world, then you still didn't know the truth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got to go deeper than the good God. And if you're just satisfied with that, well, fine, great, follow your path. That's why I said, if people are stuck on that and they just want to worship their good God and be good and all that stuff, well, they don't know the glories of this transcendental Lord. They don't know the glories of ecstatic love of God. And if they don't want to come and learn about it, well, heck with you, man. Just stay out there. I don't have time for people like that. I don't care how good you are. Give me a bad girl or a bad boy that's interested in what we're doing. Really, people don't know the mind. That's what the Lord Jesus thought like that, man. Give me that bad boy, Matthew, simply because he likes me. He likes my word. He invites me to hear and to learn. Give me that bad boy, Matthew, the tax collector, or that smelly fisherman, Peter. Yeah. And those Pharisees, the hell with them, man. They're into being good. They want goodness. They want to, by their works, they're going to be saved by being good and doing good deeds and all that. That's peanuts to my Lord. The Lord Caitanya, he didn't care about that. He's just looking for people who like his devotees. That's it, man. That's all. I'm just here representing the Lord. If anybody somehow likes this crazy preaching and crazy ecstasy, you're in. And everybody else is out until they understand that value. of the Lord. The Lord is thinking, wow, you like my devotee's ecstasy? You love his crazy way of worship? You love the truths that he speaks? You love him blasting the illusions? Oh, come on to the kingdom. It's yours. The door is open for persons like you. Is that too hard for you guys out there? No, I ain't gonna go that way. I go the hard road, the hard way. Yeah, well, okay. We'll just see if anybody has any more intelligence than you gurus. Obviously, you're less intelligent. You know who's an intelligent person? River, Shama Sundari, Tom, and everybody else coming here. You're intelligent. Evo, he's more intelligent than 1,000 Jaipatakas and Radhanas. That's the truth, man. I ain't exaggerating. He comes here, they don't. He's found where all that work that they're doing their works and they're being gurus and being followers of gurus who are not really qualified with the love of Krishna, pure love of prema. And I'm sure they'll admit they don't have it. But Evo is here with somebody who has those qualities. So he's smarter, right? Is that logical? And isn't that the qualification for the gift, that you come where the gift is being given and just take the gift? Santa Claus is coming to town.
Guru Maharaj.
Isn't that? Yeah, go ahead there, Shama Sundari.
You know, I don't know why, but I always had this mercy, you know, it always was so easy just to chant one name and feel him. And before it was like, it's enough, it's always available, it's always easy, you know, he was always there, you know. But right now I see that you have to lose control. You have to become a little bit bewildered to understand what Krishna is able to do within you. And then when it's like, when it's planted, then it feels like the matter of your belief, you know, because if you believe that he can really purify inside of you your all struggle, you know, your all threats which blocks you, which gives you struggle in life, when you believe this, you know, and you move slowly, piece by piece, and you let him in, let them in, let them in, and with trust and with belief, you know, and slowly. But he needs us. I mean, there is the two of us, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. You know, yeah. And before it was like I just had it, and it was enough. You know, it was like gasolina, a little bit injection. You know, twice chanted twice, and I was like strong. And now it feels much different. It feels like alchemic transformation. It's, you are right. I cannot even start to think what's going to happen, how it will be, because every day right now is deeper and deeper, and it's beautiful. It's everywhere, you know. Today I had a yoga class and I was chanting. And before it was like I was chanting and I was using my voice. I felt like I'm powerful, but there was some mind, you know, if somebody can feel it, if they like it, blah, 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 blah. Then I didn't think like 3 weeks, and the people were coming to me and they asking me, where do we sing Hare Krishna? And right now I'm singing like 10, 20, 15 people, you know. I'm doing long bhajans, like half an hour on my yoga 90 minutes yoga class, you know. They are singing, we are so crazy. And then I don't think what they think, because I know that my Lord, when he enters somebody's heart, you know, he can do amazing stuff. So I trust. I don't judge anymore if they are advanced or, or not, because I know when Krishna will enter, then it's like, you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's because they're open to you. See, they're open to hear. See, so that's really great. Receptive. There's room for that. See, they want it, and they feel the shelter because that's how you got it. That's how the Lord did. He was doing his bhajan publicly. Loving God publicly. It was him and the Lord in ecstasy, and people saw that, and their hearts were open, and they got an experience. That's how it works. It's like capturing people's attention, like Maya does. See, Maya captures your attention. Something interesting. But can you imagine you see a person going down the street singing the names of God in love and tears coming down their eyes and ecstasy? It's going to get attention. Like people never seen that before. And so they start to look and they can get an experience, just by looking. And that's basically the way the Lord did it. He was more attractive than the Maya. When he was chanting, he would go down the street in ecstasy and singing and dancing, and people they look at the show. See, because otherwise Maya's just putting on the show, right? So many shows out there to get your attention, distract you there, here, there. So the Lord started to distract people towards him. Go ahead.
I just wanted to mention how that Krishna needs you, to this alchemic transformation. But I want to mention how beneficial is this. It's amazing beneficial. So I was learning the last half a year, this all coaching method, how to sell things, how to take the videos, how to work with people on emotions, on inner child, and blah 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 blah. People love it. Okay, people love it
Yeah.
when their inner child is relieved from the prison of their own stuck emotion. They love
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
look now, I've learned those tools. Those tools. I can use on people. They love it. But my energy behind this, the Krishna behind this, it makes easy for me. I don't use the tools anymore. Tools is just like to attract them. But the
Yeah.
Krishna makes that I am able to use them with the Shakti of Krishna. And
Yeah.
feels like
Yeah.
everything is easy peasy now.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just a
great.
little
It's
bit
awesome.
drunk and I cannot get my ass to work, but anyway. I'm holding, I'm trying to content.
Yeah, do the best you can. Okay, River, go ahead. Read on.
Okay. The highest religious duty for a woman is to sincerely serve her husband, behave well towards her husband's family, and take care of her children. Women who desire a good destination in the next life should never abandon a husband who has not fallen from his religious standards, even if he is obnoxious, unfortunate, old, unintelligent, stickily, or poor. For a woman,
It's so funny. He's just talking about himself. Read that from the beginning.
okay. The highest religious duty for a woman is to sincerely serve her husband, behave
Yeah,
well
and
towards.
and wait, slow down, man. Yeah, serve her husband. Who's the real husband? Where is it all leading to? See, the greatest religious principle is to serve her husband. Our husbands, all of our husbands is Krishna. See, that is the greatest religious principle that nobody knows, and I declare it now. Because Krishna declared it right there in a coded way. Now, if you follow that, you truly please Krishna. If you follow the external idea, you follow the shadow. Yes, I got to please my husband. See, according to Varnashram Dharma. See, that's still material. Oh, yeah, I want to serve my husband, everything. But look at the wives of the Brahmins. They gave up the service of their husband to serve Krishna, to go to the call of Krishna. They gave up that because it was still material service, but this is spiritual service. To go towards Krishna is spiritual. See? So that's the greatest religious duty. And that's what they did. They left their husbands to go to Krishna. So Krishna is praising them indirectly. See? And the whole world is bewildered by that, except here. See? All the ecstatic worship of Krishna will give you the ability to decode the scriptures. No one else can do it. No one else can see what's behind the mind of Krishna, what's his real intention. And that's why you got to hear first from real devotees who ascertain the real idea of Krishna, what he's really promoting. And stop. Go ahead, next sentence.
Okay.
And stop. Don't go over that.
Behave well towards her husband's family and take care.
Yeah.
Take good care.
Yeah. Behave well towards the husband's family. Did it say husband's family?
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's the Lord's family. That's why I say it. Do you notice I keep saying, as you're advancing, you're going to behave well towards the family here. This is the real family. Isn't Krishna our husband? Aren't we, and we're all family members because of it. And not just Vaidhi members. I mean, the Vaidhis are also making Krishna as their husband, but they're kind of more distant. They're more awe and reverence and all that. And behave well towards family members. They have a harder time, actually. We're having a hard time still, sometimes, but it's getting better. Okay? That's why Jesus said, they shall know that you're my disciples by how much you love each other. That's why I keep, emphasizing, look at the devotion in the devotees. Make that your standard. Don't look at externals, otherwise that's offensive in a sense, and you may not be able to help that. But eventually you got to see that whatever's pleasing to Krishna is pleasing to the devotee. Even if they may have harsh behavior or some conditionings and all that stuff. Hey, if Krishna likes to be associating with certain devotees here that may not have a high, external rating, that's good. But anyway, as you advance, then it'll be like that. And then you'll see that's the ultimate thing, is to behave well towards family members. Yeah. Okay, so what's the next one?
Women who desire a good destination in their next life should never abandon a husband who has not fallen from his religious standards, even if he is obnoxious.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, finish that. Yeah,
even if he is obnoxious, unfortunate, old, unintelligent, stickly, or poor.
See, that's Krishna, man. That's Krishna's devotees. Actually, Krishna is the oldest. He's old. Guys, he's older than the oldest person in the world. See, one should not abandon such a husband like that. Even though he might be mean sometimes. That's why even the devotees, sometimes, the spiritual master may seem obnoxious, mean, a jerk, a prick. Do you go away when you say, he offended me? Okay? So, but if God is with that devotee, then see, they're the stand-in for Krishna. See, like that. See, the Krishna uses them so you can get purified of all these things. So don't abandon, you stick with that, no matter what, even though he's old. Actually a spiritual master he's like the Lord. They're ancient in that sense. They have, it's like they've understood things all the way, back where it all began. See? And the thing is, people, that's where you're going to get that benefit. That's when you're going to be like, God will speak through you like he speaks through the guru. If you don't have such a guru like that, you're still in process. Yeah, what's the next sentence?
For a woman from a respectable family, petty Adulterous affairs are always condemned. They bar her from heaven, ruin her reputation, and bring her difficulty and fear.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. When you leave Sadhu Sangha, when you leave the devotees, this is the functional, practical understanding. See, you leave Krishna, because Krishna is here, Lord Caitanya is here. Adulterous affairs was adultery. Oh, you go somewhere else, some other path. You go to some other guru, actually, who's cheating you and lying to you, but you don't see it. You're an adulterer. My ex-wife is an adulterer. She went to all these ex-gurus that I preach against. I don't preach against. I just point out, hey man, they didn't make it. Why would my ex-wife? Why should she go to Narayan Raj, who promised Krishna after many lifetimes when she got Krishna in this lifetime? Why would any fool doing that? Only when you're in a spiritual adulterer, a prostitute. You know, that's why when people act like that here, I don't, like here in Playa, acting like a prostitute like that. Oh, heck with you. What, you just in it for the money or something? You're not in it to get this ecstatic devotion? Are you kidding? That's what it's all about here. Why were you with us for 3 months? Well, now you're not useful. Isn't that what a prostitute does? As soon as you have sex with them or whatever, and then they abandon you. Oh, you don't have any more money. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't need you anymore. People do that in the world in so many levels. How many people do that here that have come here and then they go away? And they even got stuff here. They got energy, got life. But then they go back and to do their adulterous things. What is adultery? Oh, you go back and be exclusively with your family. You don't care about coming here and getting purified. No, I'm just going to go watch TV all day with my wife and my baby. Forget about Sadhu Sangha. You know how many people do that already? Oh, I'm going to go back to Prabhupada and the rules and the regulations. See? Petty, adulterous affairs. See? You go back into the cycle of birth and death. Well, I don't know, I'm going to be a Brahmin. Okay, good. You stay here a Brahmin or in the New Age. You come back, you go and see the demigods and ghosts or whatever you do. But that, you didn't make it yet. You didn't make it. Devotees have made it here. And if you can't see that, I'll hammer the point till you get it or you'll really hate me. Hate is good. If you hate, a servant of Krishna, oh, that's something. At least got some action instead of being indifferent. You get purified. Remember, anger and hate towards Krishna or his representative is better than nothing. Is better than indifference. I did bhajan in South India in a Mayavadi place. Mayavadi places I hated that place. It was so indifferent. I did bhajan right there. And these guys just walk by me like you don't even exist. Mayavadi. Don't even care. Not adverse, not attracted. That is the worst. Give me somebody who says, fuck you, God damn you, I hate you. What are you chanting his name? It bothers me. Oh man, they were much better.
Bluetooth connected.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Are we back? Are we back? Yeah. Yeah, the sound card I ran out of juice. It uses a lot of battery power and I didn't have it plugged in. Yeah, so anyway, these are the fine points. If you understand this deeply, like, I don't know, where is anybody going to learn this stuff but here? Who can preach this? Who can preach Krishna's real mind and show the real path? I mean, this is a special gift, to be able to do that. I couldn't do this on my own. The Krishna shows me all this stuff because of this way of worship. That's why I'm so committed to this ecstatic worship. How can you get intelligence to decipher such things in the Vedas? To decipher 10th canto, Summum Bonum, Chaitanya Charitamrita conceptions that takes only ecstatic worship. That's why I know this is true, because I haven't found another living being that it says they have bhakti and all that stuff that can do this. Narayan Raj couldn't do this. The Radhakund Babajis couldn't do this. So that's why I have confidence in this bhakti. And then I see it work because their bhakti doesn't work. They don't give the kind of shelter you guys are getting. That's how rare what we're doing here is. To give such a result. Are we still broadcasting? Yeah. Boy, you guys are so silent. It's so like not even moving. It looks like you're frozen. But that's, this is how it is. This is why Lord Chaitanya's gift here through this Sangha is so amazing and so rare, so powerful. There's nothing, you can't touch this. Show me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove us wrong. Prove our experiences that there's something better. I haven't seen anything. Prove that there's a greater understanding of 10th canto and Chaitanya Leela. Prove it. And if you can't prove it, then come and surrender to it, for God's sake. So you can go back to a place that and get a gift of this love of Krishna that is so rarely given in this world. What, you just want to wait many lifetimes like Narayan Raj told you and promised you? Or you want it now? Ball's in your court now. So what do we got here? Now we hear the difference with the Mala song card. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I think we're going to leave it here now a little bit. Let's chew on this for a while.
Maharaj, can I
Thank
just
you
ask
very
you one
much.
question?
Sure,
Before
yeah,
you go. It might not be, it's relevant and it's not. In such a yuga, they lived 100,000 years. Did they have children?
Uh-huh. Probably.
Okay.
Why not? They probably lived 100,000 too, I guess. 100,000 more. Who knows? I don't know. Tom, give us a word there.
Well, it's so amazing to go beyond the superficial. Yeah, go beyond the first emotions, and you bring us that quality beyond the superficial, and it can be confusing at first, but then this sweetness coming from this heart, this conclusive truth, this conclusive Satchidananda, it's amazing. It's amazing how and also when I come here in Restream, there's another quality. There's another every time I experience this, I can look from the level of being hearing from on the Facebook and watching. But jumping in here is another quality, and I every time experience this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. River, give us another word.
Just to go back to what Shama Sundari was saying about when an experience is happening, sometimes it's difficult, not so difficult now, to let it happen and just surrender to the energy and allow Krishna to do what he's doing, because usually it works out. It always works out. But that sometimes you feel different emotions, but whilst it's working out. And as we come here, who said it? I think it was Fanny. You help us through all of those times, those times of actually going through experiences and holding us, because we're still here in the body and we could still get back into Maya, we could do, because we're a bit disturbed. But here we come to you, we come to this Sangha, and we get through by hearing you. You get us through those things. Because, we were talking, I can't imagine not being able to come to this place, speak to the devotees and get through those things that, people try and give you advice on, but it doesn't really work like it does here, because it works here and we grow here and we truly let go as well. And that is a great thing. I'm learning that, let the situation happen. Don't just get in it. Just let it happen. Keep chanting, keep hearing, doing classes, stay in that vibration, and it will work out. It will work out. And it's here we are learning. We can learn to trust and have faith in your words because of what they do, and how they change it and how they change the devotees as well. So it's great. For me, it's not fast enough. I just want it really fast, really fast. I want us to do our job. I mean, this is what I want, but it's just my conditioning to go through our purifications and just get lifted, so people can do those things that you were talking about before. Wow, look at these devotees. Oh my God, I want what they've got. That kind of stuff, that kind of laziness where people are attracted to Krishna in us. Krishna is the all attractive.
Exactly.
And here I've learned exactly what that means, him being all attractive.
Yeah.
And then people can, the more we get like that, people will do those things that you were speaking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the same thing. Christians, they also have the same problem. I notice they have some of the Christ there, and then they have the conditioning. And this has always been a problem with them. And the sorting it out. This is much faster here because we have full knowledge manifested. We have the same spirit of devotion, and we have the more knowledge. So it goes quicker in here. There'll be more examples, more and more, because it's just the conditioning overcoming. And, we overcome it when we overcome it,
So spontaneously,
become more attractive.
Going to marriage, going to counseling, material counseling. You pay thousands and thousands of pounds and you get through one little thing, and not even really. You just talk and talk and talk and talk. You don't really receive too much. And here it's free. And you receive so much.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
So much more, and it's permanent. It's permanent too. Stuff is not permanent. No. See, that counseling is still to do, usually, unless you got a special counselor, is to do with the mind, the body, and the material emotions. The material body, material emotion, material mind. And that's just temporary. So maybe you try to adjust it somewhat, but it's still temporary. Here, this is to do with the spiritual mind, which is dormant in people. The spiritual emotions is dormant. See, the spiritual body, which is dormant. So we awaken that. See? And so the work we do is permanent on that, because that once it's opened up and you continue to water it and nourish it, it grows just like a regular body. It grows. It's a spiritual body. It grows. The spirit grows more and more into that body. And that body becomes more and more manifest in this world so people can perceive it. See, you must be born again to perceive the kingdom. Well, it becomes to emanate so much, it becomes attractive for people to be born again, to want this spiritual birth.
Yeah.
Because they must have it to enter the kingdom of God. You cannot take your material body in there. You can't take your material emotions in there. You can't take your love for a friggin' dog or cat or goldfish in there. It has to be love for God. And then you get full knowledge. You realize, oh, my dog is just a soul like me that also needs a connection with the Lord. You become more like as it is understood. You're not here to love dog. You're here to love God. See, the transcendental Lord, then everything gets adjusted. You can have dogs and people and disciples and all that stuff. But it's all about love of God because that's the truth. The name of the Lord and the Lord's devotees, realized souls, are the only thing real in this world. Everything else is passing. Passing in, passing through you, and passing out your ass. Gas. Passing gas. Classical gas, that's all it is.
So, Marge, I am going to see a counselor about my triggers. I spoke to a lady the other day, and it's about the body, them coming out through the body. You were just saying that about. So I'm going to go see her, and I'm going to add this to it, and she's really interested in hearing about this. She was going, oh, well, give me the name. Who can I watch? I go, I gave her your name. She was so interested. So I'm going to go and work with what I have and about triggers, just about triggers. So it's getting a lot better. And also, could you just would you answer Philip's question? He's a bit upset that Shama Sundari has blocked him. He's a new devotee. He's a new devotee, and devotees they seem to block him a bit, and he's a bit upset, disturbed by why devotees block.
Is his behavior not very good or something? Or is he doing some bad
Philip,
things?
he's been here. It was very lovely. He came with Govinda.
So why are they being? Yeah. So I don't know why are you being blocked? Could it be she just misunderstands who you are and maybe thinks somebody else? I don't know. Shama Sundari, why don't you work that out if you're listening? There's nothing I can do that I know. This is your relationships. Everybody, if somebody can connect Philip or talk to Shama Sundari and find out that somebody get to the bottom of it. How about you, Ritter? Can you get to the bottom of this? Okay, so get to the bottom of this. Okay, there, Philip. So just work it out with you guys. Okay, what else? Anything else? How do you manage the stress? Oh, wait, okay. And we don't have to do the stress, but knowledge of God. Okay, but knowledge is the God. It is also a knowledge, okay, let me answer some questions here. Okay, but knowledge is the God. Is it also knowledge? Well, basically one part of the God is cognizance, knowledge. It's aware of self-awareness. It's just like us. I'm aware, therefore I am. See? So one thing that God is aware of, he's aware of himself, and himself is conclusive truth, right? How do you get a conception of Krishna? It's got to hear the truth, right? Got to hear the truth to get a conception, a concept of Krishna, of God as Krishna. See, stuff like that. So in that sense, he's transcendental knowledge. See? That's why it's called, there's Sat Chit Ananda. The Chit is this knowledge. And the Ananda is actually the first way of ascertaining that knowledge ultimately. You need the Ananda awakened, it's the born again. Love of God, love of the Chit, love of the conception, the absolute, clear, logical conception of the Lord. See, love for that. Yeah. What else? Okay, I think that's it. All right, so have a nice morning, everybody.
Thanks, Tom. Bye, devotees.